Glossy, spicy chicken noodles. This one is a weeknight winner for sure. These are my spicy Sichuan pepper chicken noodles. You can make your noodle stir fry extra special just with like one extra hero ingredient. I always like to choose one special ingredient whenever I'm doing a stir fry, and this one, it's Sichuan peppercorns. So if you have a look, these are the Sichuan peppercorn guys, and they have this really amazing like high citrusy kind of flavor, but they also do something else as well. They also give you kind of a tingling, numbing sensation. They're just like nothing else. Really cool. Look, if you don't have Sichuan peppercorns, try using a mix of white and black peppercorns or pink peppercorns, you know, whatever you've got on hand. But these guys are really fun. You just want to pop them into a dry frying pan. Once you can kind of smell the aroma of the Sichuan peppercorns, and this is what this toasting of the spices is all about. It's about releasing the flavor and the fragrance. So once that's done, you know, you're good to go. Pop that into a mortar and then just grind that to a fine powder. Okay, so this is the sort of thing that you're looking for here. And I'll just set that aside for later. Okay, so that's our special ingredient all ready to go. I've got a few other little things that I'm using here. I want some garlic. And some onion, just a fine dice for that one. And then aside from that, I've got some chicken thigh here, sliced really thin. It's one of the things that I'm always saying with stir fries. Meat should be sliced really small, that way the cooking happens really quickly and it keeps your meat nice and tender. And then we also have some broccoli too. You could use broccolini or any kind of Asian vegetable that you like. And now we are ready to get stir frying. So I just need a little bit of oil. Now I'm gonna add in my onion, and the garlic. And now let's go in with our spices. So the Sichuan peppercorns. Now here's where you can go crazy or not so crazy with the chili. I'm using a fair amount of chili powder here because you know me, I like things crazy hot, but obviously use less if you would like. Now just give those aromatics and those spices a few minutes to get to know each other in there. Now that my onion's looking nice and tender, I'm going to add in my chicken. And then always, whenever I'm adding protein and I'm going to be stir frying it, I just kind of spread it all out in the pan. Make sure you've got as much heat and pan as possible coming into contact with every piece of meat, and you just want to give that a few minutes. Get some nice golden color. And so while the chicken's doing its thing, I want you to get a big pot of boiling water ready because we're going to cook our noodles very soon. Now that chicken is starting to smell really good. Let's just give it a bit of a toss. And that is starting to look nice and spicy, just the way I like it. Now, at this point, I'm gonna get my noodles into the hot water. So at this point, my chicken looks like it's just pretty much cooked. I'm just gonna keep it warm on the stove top there while I wait for my noodles. All right, these noodles are starting to look good, and as I always say, there's nothing worse than a soggy noodle, so keep your eye on the noodles, guys. And I always like to check a few minutes before the packet instructions say they should be ready. This is still a little bit firm, which is perfect because I want to add in my broccoli to that boiling water. I'm just going to give that broccoli 2 minutes, and by then broccoli will be tender, noodles will be cooked. Okay, we're looking good here. All of this needs to go in with my chicken. And now it's time to get all the saucy seasoning bits and pieces in. So, really simple oyster sauce and some soy sauce. Okay, so this is the fun part, really. You want to be tossing those noodles around and keep tossing, because what happens is that kind of thin sauce down the bottom magically turns thick and glossy and will just coat beautifully each strand of noodle. This is starting to look really good. So that's what we're looking for. See how glossy that sauce is and thick and yum. Okay, we're good. Let's get this out into a bowl. And to finish off, just some spring onion. And there you go, guys. You know, it doesn't have to be overly complicated to be special, I think. Let's get in there and have a look though. Noodles, always a little complicated to eat on camera, but wow, that spice, so perfect. I love that. It is literally like a big punch of chili and Sichuan peppercorn and and then just a really good seasoning sauce. I mean, oyster sauce and soy sauce. Keep it simple, and then you've got the peppercorns really being the star of the show and that spiciness. So good, so simple. Love this one. More noodles for me. Yum.